After the trials, I was elated, but then I was like, okay, we still have work to do. Because I didn't want to go into the Olympics feeling like a spectator or being like, oh my gosh, like this is so big, this is amazing, and feeling like I couldn't manage it. Like I wanted to go and like, okay, this is another competition. Yes, it's the Olympics, but we still have work to do.
I am here with the first American Olympic medalist in the women's hammer throw, Annette Echikunwoke. We just came back from the USATF Indoor National Championship in Staten Island from over the weekend. Annette, how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling good. Thanks for having me again. I'm happy to be here.
Well, thank you so much. We really do appreciate having you again. You competed at USATF Indoor Nationals this week in the weight throw, throwing over 23 meters, a new season's best. How'd you feel about the competition overall?
The competition was fun. It was a good time. It's always good to compete with the girls at this level. So it was good. It was fun. Yeah.
So take me back. The last time that we spoke was the USATF Olympic trials last summer in Eugene, where you were the Olympic trials champion. You made it to your second Olympic Games. And if people aren't aware, this was your second Olympic Games, but your first time competing. You originally competed for Nigeria back in 2021 in Tokyo. Unfortunately, due to some bureaucratic mishaps, several athletes of the Nigerian team were unable to compete. You then decided to switch allegiances in the years between 2021 and 2024. You were a world championship qualifier in 2022 for the United States, but then you kept sticking with the hammer throw. You came out, you won the Olympic trials, you went to Paris, and you walked away with a silver medal, becoming the first American women hammer thrower to ever medal at the Olympics. Take me back to when you're feeling after the trials, collecting yourself, regrouping, going into Paris, and just your overall experience in Paris.
Yeah. After the trials, I was elated. But then I was like, okay, we still have work to do. Because I didn't want to go into the Olympics feeling like a spectator or being like, oh my gosh, like this is so big, this is amazing, and feeling like I couldn't manage it. Like I wanted to go and like, okay, this is another competition. Yes, it's the Olympics, but we still have work to do. And so that was the mindset I was going in with into the Olympics. And so I did like everything I could to like make the Olympics as normal as possible for myself and not be distracted. And I feel like the actual competition was like perfect time, like listed in the perfect time during the Olympics, like right in the middle. So I had time to like stay focused, obviously do what I need to do, go in there, compete, and get a medal, and then also have a little bit of fun afterwards. So that was good.
So take me through that whole competition in Paris. You were actually in the lead for a period of time for a few rounds. You were battling it out with Cameron Rogers. These are all women that you've competed against before. Kind of take me through that, your thought process in the village, prepping for the competition, but also just what you remember and your memories from the competition itself and the feeling you had when you realized you walked away with a medal.
Yeah, in the competition, I remember just at least with qualifying, like I was really excited to do it, but I was more like, let's get this over with because I'm like, I know I'm going to make it to this final. Like there was no doubt in my mind that I was going to make it to the final. I'm like, okay, let's just get this first round done so we can get to the final. And so when the final came, I was like, okay, it's game time. But again, I wasn't putting this innumerable amount of pressure on myself to like, go crazy or do anything out of myself. I'm like, okay, just go and do what you know you're capable of doing and do that well. And then like battling it out with Cam, like it's always fun to compete with Cam. She's so sweet and but she's super like she's intense in competition too. And so like I of course bring my own game face and that was just fun. It was just really the most fun competition I've had, I feel like ever. And then to come out of it with a medal was super exciting. So yeah.
Awesome. So kind of take me through how has your off season been going and how are you feeling with the hammer throw right now? I know you were throwing the weight obviously indoors, but typically with most hammer throwers, you guys are still training the hammer throughout the off season and winter. How are you feeling right now leading into outdoors?
I'm looking forward to outdoors. I'm looking forward to obviously better weather. I think during with a weight throw, it's nice obviously that it's in the winter, so because we have time to kind of go in between with the hammer and the weight, and it's like okay, the nice days, let's go outside and do drills with the hammer, let's throw, and then the weight, okay, let's just do this inside. It's snowing. There's like 3 inches of snow outside, but yeah, going into outdoor season, I'm really looking forward to what I'll be able to do and hopefully new PRs and all the exciting things that come with that. So yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to.
Do you have any meets lined up currently for the outdoor season?
Nothing is set in stone at the moment, but I think most of like what USATF has online, like has listed, I'll probably be attending. But as of right now, nothing's set in stone. So
Gotcha. One last question. You've been working with the same coach since throughout college while you were at Cincinnati.
yeah.
Take me through that kind of relationship that you've developed with your coach. You've stuck together for such a long period of time. You were a former NCAA champion there. How has that relationship developed into the hammer thrower you are today?
Yeah, my coach Susan Seaton, she's been very, very, of course, instrumental in my career as an athlete. I mean, she taught me hammer throw. I didn't know how to throw hammer before I came to or went to UC. So she's obviously been a huge part in that, coaching me up in the event. And she just not at her as a coach, she's not just looking at me as like just an athlete and like, oh, this athletic person and what can she do for me? And, how can she, like, she's never looked at me or any other athlete that way. Always looking at us as like a full person. I mean, we're full people, we're human beings, and this is just part of what we do in our lives. And she's always approached coaching that way in a very full mentality, a very whole mentality, looking at me and, at the from the mental perspective, from the physical perspective, of course, and all the things that kind of come with that. And so she's really been instrumental in the success that I've had, I feel, and I definitely don't see myself continuing without her. And I'm like, Coach, like you got to tell me what we're doing, what we're going, because I trust her with my athletic career for sure. So she's been amazing, and yeah, I'm sticking with her.
I love it. I always love seeing a strong athlete coach relationship because then it's really showing the team aspect of the
Yeah,
whole process. Because once you get to your level, obviously there is a lot more give and take between the athlete and coach. And,
yeah.
seeing that relationship, knowing that you guys been together so long throughout your illustrious career is just awesome to see.
Thank you, thank you,
So thank you for joining us, Annette.
yeah,
Congratulations again on your silver medal and
thank
good
you.
luck to you in the outdoor season. Thank you again for your time.
Yeah, thank you so much, Jason.